Hello and welcome everybody. Bienvenido a todo. And let's get going on this timetable service on one of, if not my favorite route, Northern Transpennine. This is probably going to take a while. I think it's the fastest one route, like end-to-end route you can do. It's an express, but it's the nature of the route just makes it take time. So I think I've already done this route, but a long time ago. Um, and actually, I'm doing it because on the forums there's a thread which has evolved into a Google Doc, which lists some of the best the uh, the best routes in timetable mode, the best or the most interesting. I see I've done it and got a silver. Huh. Let me try and beat that today then. That it's like a list of all the sort of random routes that you come across in timetable mode. They're actually quite interesting, not just a bunch of green signals and like all the way through everything's good. That it's like when you face some kind of difficulty, whether it's an adverse signal or a train in front of you or things like that. So I'm going to run one today, which is as you saw, was the Leeds to Manchester Express in the morning. Morning Express. And already I think I can remember this. Which way is that? Yeah. Doors opened. Because I think this red signal I'm facing is because there's a train very slowly coming in. Let me put the train heat on. Let me check these buttons. Yeah, there's nothing there. Oh. Ugh. I don't like being watched. Yeah, you would. Marker lights on. Everything here looks fine. Now let me remember. Is this where yes. Yes. I would put on the let me turn that off. And the window wiper. There we go. I would put on this. Does this turn on? No, it doesn't. There's something there. DSD isolation switch. But I swear to God, every time I use it, I somehow do something wrong. I'm gonna put on this side of the right cab light for when we go through tunnels, so I don't suddenly everything go into the dark. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave that off. For some reason, never gives me any trouble on any loco, but on this one, for some reason, something happens with it. Right, so let's wait. I can close the door, it says, but as I don't have a green. Well, the passengers can open them themselves. If there were any passengers, and if they knew how to open doors. Two very big assumptions that yeah, in this game, don't assume that. It's beyond the wisdom of the passengers. Let's see. Yes, we've got a little two-car coming in, who is obviously at some point going to pass over a length of track that I'm on, or would pass. Oh well. Hello, old Leeds station. Somehow, new Leeds station is just as ugly. Shouldn't say that. I don't know. It's for a modern station to me. It's very grey. Well, this little 101 is taking its time. God, this train is long. Right, so it's Leeds to Manchester, and in my world that would be it's Yorkshire TV to Granada. So our scenario today can be that we are hauling the actors of Emmerdale No, no, this is no. Emmendale would have been around the early 80s. Yeah, for a um, Christmas party with the cast of Coronation Street. Yep, and we're gonna meet in Manchester, Victoria. So I'm just setting the scene about like we've got important things to do. We've got Pat Phoenix, won't wait for anyone. There you are, slowly. But let me take the brake off actually, because that'll take a while. And on this train, it will. Don't worry, no one's in a rush. I'm just, this literally the Leeds to Manchester Express, but we can wait for a two-car local to do its thing, I guess. I think that's him leaving the structure track. I'll be going over now. Yeah. Ooh, no, let's not go too much. I don't want to get it's raining. I don't want any wheel spin. I get enough of that every time I try and use the BR101. And the 47 is my friend. We've been through a lot. By that I just mean I've driven it a lot. Oh god, speed limit. What's the speed limit? Here we go, here we go, here we go. There we go. Tap it a little bit. Let's see. Well, we got 10 and then we'll go to 20 here. Oh, and you're gonna put your side window wiper on your side. You're just gonna sit there, okay? Get up and see if I can do it for you. Actually, not in my contract to do that, and I will be having words with the union because that was your job. Right, off we go. Slow diesel, long train, lots of hills, um, lots of tight curves, speed restrictions everywhere. This is my kind of route. And it will take a while. What is that? So, yeah, 22 minutes to Huddersfield we've got, which I think we can do, even with our delayed start. Um, the other side I think is longer. It's longer Huddersfield to Manchester, or even if it isn't, the track route is longer. Um, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, come on, I must have passed that 20 marker by now. Yes. Let's go. And then we can... Oh, we can sail up to 25. And I think it jumps to 50. I hope. I hope. I'd say this is the route where I generally tend to remember where the curves, the steep curve, where the big speed reductions are coming. So, but I never pay that much attention at the starts because it's always a bit like, there's always going to be like a million different tedious little speed restrictions, and I just want to slam the throttle right down. Oh, here comes a... Yeah, we got a 60-mile-an-hour limit. Here comes a... He's not an express. You only got 5 coaches. Didn't even have a brake coach, did he? No, didn't need one. Just guess you're not that important. And I've got the route indicator. Why was that yellow? Right, let's go. K. Right, here we go. Ooh, chugga. Chugga. Oh, I always forget that 47's unique whistle. Let's see. I know I've got the volume turned down, so you can hear my wonderful voice, but if I just get like really close, maybe you'll be able to hear the engines. See the fans. This loco is brilliant. This loco, this route, has to be one of their best. And I will play with the hood, because absolutely under no circumstances would I turn the hood off yet. That will take a while for me to actually play a route without the hood. One, because I don't I look away from the screen far too often. I mean, I could never be a train driver. I would miss every signal. So absolutely, I am not anywhere near responsible enough to be keeping an eye out for a tiny little coloured dot in the distance. So I just need it to have it just there when I look back at the screen on the top right is fine. That's fine by me. Um, and and also I kind of like all the little bits of information about like, oh, are you accelerating now? And you know, you can kind of get that if I zoom in like that, but I kind of like having just seeing everything in front of me, not the dials. Like I said, I would have made a terrible train driver. Yeah, I could be a train manager though. I think I'll be good at collecting tickets. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'd bet every time someone gave me like a sub story about why they hadn't bought a ticket or why it was the wrong one, I'd be like, I'll let you off. I'll let you off. And I'm sure it's somewhere they'd be like, why is it on all your routes half the passengers are not paying for their tickets? I'd be like, oh, well, you see, they all had a good story. They all told me, you know, they're like, oh, they were down on their luck. It was they'd run to get this train. They couldn't get to the ticket office in time. What was I supposed to do? Yeah, you'd make a good ticket inspector with a face like that. No one's gonna lie to you. Um, ooh, we're already at the speed limit. Not bad. I shall ease off. Leave a little bit on. Ooh, I completely missed that speed reduction. Never to mind because naturally going uphill will slow me down. I think a 47 can make it around this corner a few miles an hour over. Oh, doesn't it look good? Doesn't it look gorgeous? I'm going to take a picture. There we go. Yep. And let me put the throttle on a bit. No, I don't want it in dark. Ooh, there we go. Have some rolling hills and two-dimensional trees. Ooh, I love the sound when you put the accelerator on this. Okay, back into the cab like a responsible driver. Look where I'm actually going. Now you know full well I'm putting that throttle on pretty hard. I mean it's not the steepest steep, is it? It should be accelerating. I think I've read in places that this 47 struggles a bit too much than it should on this route. Because elsewhere it does seem to, when it's on the flat, it's like pretty punchy. But I don't know what it is here. It just seems to lack something. Ooh, and we are in a tunnel. Is this the long tunnel, or no? That's the long one. Standard tunnel, is it? I forget. Since I started watching Don Coffey's videos to understand signalling and general things about trains, he must have gone through it like in at least 4 or 5 videos. But lots of other tunnels too. Summit Tunnel as well. This isn't that one. This is standard, I think. Must be. And also how different the route today looks. I mean, the Manchester end, Miles Platting in this, it's literally like a 4-platform station sandwiched between like 2 lines. It literally looks like super important as a station. I mean, it's boarded up and everything, but it looks like, I just assumed that was because it was like run down, not because they basically demolished it, got rid of it, and there's no sign it ever existed. Why do they need a station that big? Back in the day, what was there? I mean, the modern route, as you sort of come past it, just looks like there's like a, I don't know, building material yard. But that's just from the videos. I'm sure there's probably some stuff there, but just nothing that would require a train station. Certainly not 4 platforms. Well, the Leeds end, I'm less sure about. What's changed? Apart from Leeds, like the station has changed a lot. And the and that office building above the station has changed, and the skyline has changed certainly, especially on the western approach. I don't know if you come in on the western approach. Yeah, you do. You do. You go past Kirkstall Road. Which is now full of office buildings. Well, no, it's not Kirkstall Road, is it? The one that leads to the roundabout and then Kirkstall Road's the other side. Oh, I don't know. It's been years. Ah, we're on a downhill. Do I need to watch that speed? That's right. And remember, I've got a 50 coming up for... yeah. But no, that 50's coming up earlier. Oh, it's for this station, yeah. I should toot, even though I don't like the horn on this train. I'm an express, not for you. It's far too long for a platform like this. Hello, viaduct. Oh, it looks lovely. Lovely. Oh, this is a nice picture. That's that. Yes. See, I mean, once again, you can complain about all the things in this game that are buggy or don't work properly or whatever, but I mean, it delivers. It delivers on visuals for sure. This is an old route as well. Must be, maybe if not the old, no, it wouldn't be. I mean, Great Western's the oldest, and then I think it's like Rapid Transit and probably another German route. But this one's fairly old. Do your thing, Gravity. 50, oh, I'll be fine. Oh my god, I should know not to say things like, oh, I'll be fine. That's literally the worst thing you can say when you are doing this kind of game. Because you will not ever be okay. When you say that, you will completely forget something or miss a big like red signal appear in the top right hand corner, and then the light that's there. Ooh, where's this? I like this station. What's it called again? I always think it's like, sounds like it should be a Manchester State station, but it's not. Ah. Let me see, can I slow down? Oh well. It'll come to me at some point. Didsbury? Didsbury. That's where it is. Didsbury. Is it? Didsbury. Yeah, because I always think it sounds like a more of a Manchestery name for a station. I mean, Yorkshire. Yorkshire. What's Manchester? Chester. Come on. Let's get up to speed. Horrible, horrible horn. Not helped by the fact it repeats. Ooh, across a river. No idea what river that is. Ooh, I'm past the cooling towers of... I can't remember what the name of that power station is. Long gone now though, I think. Ooh. Let's take us down to 45 to join the line that I don't know what it's called. But we'll now get, what is it, 80 or 90? Yeah, 80, right. Come on, oh, come on, brakes, and I am going to put you into a frenzy. Those horrible signal posts. Look at them. Ugh. Looks like scaffolding. I'm going to put you on full throttle. I know I'm going to turn off very soon anyway, but while I'm on a 4-track line and feel like I'm zooming along, I'm going to see what I can do. I mean, for an express, it should really have a buffet car, but I don't see any red lines anywhere. Take me on. Let me get up to some. No, at least let me reach to 60 before I have to start putting the brakes on. Not even on that much of a steep hill. You could do better. Okay, well, I've got to 60, and I've still got a mile. And I mean, I've only got to get to 50 to turn off, and then swoop around on my way to Huddersfield. How long? 7 minutes? Less than 7 minutes? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there in that time. No, I will. I will. I can. Nothing's gone wrong so far. Well, nothing's gone wrong so far is exactly the kind of thing you would say before something is about to go wrong. Well, let's see. All I've got to do is get down 16 miles an hour and 500 yards. Easy. I'm just tempting fate now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Be fine. Oh, I should take the throttle off when I'm putting the brakes on. That would help. Yes, thank you. And this will take me uphill a bit, and then it will take me downhill, so I shan't put the throttle back on just yet. So I want to see how much speed I pick up, and then put the throttle on to pull me up the hill the other side. Because as we do this, we're going to go under the line we were just on to join the line towards Huddersfield. I'm not sure where we'd go if we continued on that line that carries over, but see, we're passing underneath it. 70. Woo! No, I don't want to push it. I think 50% is more than enough. No, it's not. I'm losing speed. I'm on a steep incline, so yeah. Now we get a nice 70 run until I have to. Wow, even in the early 80s they'd already ripped up this bit. I have a feeling they're bringing it back. I can't remember. Something I read on one of Don's videos. Alright, I got a nice clear run for 2.5 miles, so I think I can get to 70. Oh, actually we're on quite a steep mile. It's not steep. Nothing is steep compared to like some of the gradients, but it's more than I'd like. What is that? Whoa, there's a random brake coach over there. Interesting. Ooh, get a bit of engine noise in here. And a bit of rain on my face. Right, now. I am getting a yellow coming up. Nope, it has just turned to green. I hope that doesn't mean there's a train in Huddersfield blocking me and I'm going to have to stop outside. I can't remember. I know this is the route where things are supposed to happen, so like, maybe. Oof, just to hear the engine roar up. I'll have to take it off in a bit to get down to 40. Ooh, no, there is a yellow. I wonder, but that I'm chasing. It's quite far ahead if there is something. No, there's nothing. Unless there's a little. No, there's nothing. There is literally no reason for me to keep getting those yellows. They're only momentary, but still disconcerting. I thought it was because there would be like a little 101 turning into that little one of these. But nada. Oh, I've done it too quickly. Let's see. And again, yellow. This one might make more sense because it might be doing that thing where it brings you to a yellow and then there's a red at the end of the platform. Even though there's nothing in the line ahead. But that's feasible. I understand that. Oosh. Braked too early. And it's going to go from 40 to 15 if I remember. Speed limit. Speed limit through Huddersfield is really slow. Especially like when you come into the tunnel from the other end. It's really like one of those ones where you don't want to get there early and end up at 15 miles an hour. Like 500 yards away because you'll just crawl. Fortunately, when you come from the other side, you're going downhill. This side, you're going uphill. And I'm doing it very slowly. Well, actually, I'm not gonna. I'm content to be this speed because I know that I've got a 15 mile an hour limit coming very soon. Yes, yes, and it's there. I don't think I could actually read it, but oh, this these brakes on these locos. Is that a 47 over there? Yes. There's a little gronk with some coaches. Why they've got coaches here, I do not know. Huddersfield, the centre of the universe. Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't know where else there are fields of Hudders, so good for Huddersfield. Yes. Half platform signalling, I like it. And now let's drift along. 30 seconds late. Well, but probably by the time I stop, a minute. And it's that second red we've got to worry about. Oh, and I've done it again. Now I'm like locking the wheels. Put it into emergency braking, Jesus. Right. I think I can safely put it down to initial application now. Loading passengers is quick with these slam door stock, even though we're an express, so I would expect it to have there'll be people getting on. And it is technically like a rush hour express, but there is nobody on the platform. Come on. Drop. Let me put the... Okay, that wasn't so bad. Now I've got 37 minutes. Oh gosh, the recording is gonna cut out. I might try and do a part 1, part 2, I think, actually. Would have been perfect here, but let me do it when I get to Standards Tunnel. I'll do part 1 up until Standards Tunnel, and then I'll stop and restart the recording and do part 2 from Standards Tunnel to Manchester. Ooh, I was just breaking the speed limit. See, talking and paying attention to the multitasking, it's just not my thing. Well, no. I can like look at my phone and do anything, but the thing I'm doing that isn't looking at my phone will probably go wrong. Come on. What have I got? 50. And then it goes up to 65. Yeah. And let me put it on full. I just realised I referred to the Standards Tunnel when I don't know if that's what it is. So whatever the big tunnel is on this route, that one there, that's where I'm going to stop and end part 1 and start part 2. Because I forgot that even the expresses take a long time. And this recording will only last an hour. I think, well, if I'm not late, didn't I leave it? Didn't I start? No, because I started before I started the service, so it would be too close for comfort. Come on, I'm going to get up to 65. Oh, you're still here. Ooh, and the fan on my PS4 Pro is it's about ready to take off. Come on, 65, and I should have a nice 65 until there, and then I need to slow down a lot. That is basically a 90-degree turn. Don't mind me while I drink my tea. It's not Yorkshire tea. It's not region appropriate for this route. It's not even English breakfast tea. It's like a berry tea, and I've just inhaled it instead of drinking it. Well, it'll take this train a while to go to 65, so... And there's that sneaky, the brakes turning themselves on. Happens a few times with this train. Although I saw someone saying that that's what these trains sort of used to do. I have no idea what's true though. It's not a big deal. Just have to keep an eye on it. Lovely. Lovely BR Blue. Now give us a HRT in BR Blue. Give us a HRT in BR Blue and do us the West Coast Main Line and some 86s in BR Blue. That would be awesome. 86, 87s, yep, and 91. No, 92. Well, give us the East Coast Main Line and 91s. And then give us a 92 for West Coast Main Line and Great Eastern Main Line. Ah, these things aren't going to happen anytime soon, but I mean, one day they will eventually happen if this game is solvent. If this game's solvent and they can keep making it for another 5 years, 10 years, like Train Sim, Train Simulator, then eventually they'll come. Just a matter of when. I mean, if they can do Brighton Main Line, then they can do a fairly big chunk of the West Coast Main Line, at least as far as Milton Keynes, I would have thought. Or Birmingham to Milton Keynes, that would be good. Birmingham to Milton Keynes would be good because I think, like with this route, Manchester Victoria and Leeds, they're both through stations, they're not just pure terminus stations. One of the things I've noticed about, I think, with Munchen, Augsburg, is that having a big terminus station, if you don't have all the services that are going to fill that station, it feels a bit weird. And even like certain stations like what would be another good example, Hamburg, I worry about. It's the thing that makes me not want to buy it, because I know Hamburg is an amazing station. When you arrive there, it's hard to describe, because of the way the train shed is shaped isn't very usual. It feels like you're below ground level, which you are below ground level, but then the train shed continues way above ground level, and there's lots of advertisements everywhere. Like, it's very, all I can describe as is like a Formula 1 car from the 90s, or like a British touring car from the 90s. It's like snazzy, like they used to look like, just colourful and advertisements and, you know, movement, things going on. And I mean, that's basically impossible to model without being able to advertise real things, and without being able to put in all of the mixed variety traffic that a station like Hamburg has. Like, you genuinely feel like you're arriving somewhere. And I mean, I didn't get that sense when I was in Munich, just because the state train shed is so big and so square that and so flat, you can't really see anything. Whereas Hamburg is layered, so you're above everything as you arrive and leave. It gives you a good panorama of the station. You don't get that with you certainly don't get that with Munich, and you wouldn't get that with Euston either. Euston's I like Euston Station because it's I like the style of Euston Station, but it's not a very nice place to celebrate trains, because you can't see them until you're on the platform, and the way that it is means you can't really see any other trains apart from the one that's right next to yours. St Pancras is a bit better for that. And King's Cross. King's Cross is lovely. I think I have to go down, yeah, to 40 as well. So I'm not too fussed that I'm losing speed beyond 55. And we are coming up to the entrance of tunnel whose name I don't know, but I think is Stand Edge Tunnel. So that will be the end of part 1. Is there a station? Oh, there is, yeah. We get to 40. Oh, gravity, God's sake. Yep, and it'll be just after this bend, I think. We shall go past this tight curve, and I shall bid you farewell and thank you for watching part 1. Part 2 will begin immediately. Thank you.